We are going to discuss infiltration capacity curve. So infiltration, because of this size actually I'm getting wrong judgment. Okay, so we are going to discuss about the infiltration capacity curve. Capacity curve. So what is this infiltration capacity curve? Is basically uh, we'll draw the figure by using through which I will be able to explain infiltration capacity curve. So suppose at x-axis if we mention the time, so here we can mention this is time on and on y-axis this is infiltration rate. We can mention the infiltration rate as f. So and how would be the curve? So curve looks like, suppose if you take the readings from time t0 up to the fc, up to the ft anytime, then you will be able to observe the curve like this. So it gives you idea that initially it is very high. So for suppose time is equal to t is equal to 0, so I will mention here, and on x-axis suppose t is equal to 0, that time initially infiltration rate will be very high. We can mention f naught here. So this point is f naught. Then what would happen at any particular time t is equal to, suppose time is equal to t. So suppose for this particular time I want the infiltration rate. How can I find out? So simply from the curve you will have the idea that you can draw the line like this, and at this point it is matching, so you can say, so this is the ft. Okay, so any particular time t is equal to whatever the infiltration rate we get, that is ft. But there is a constant infiltration rate we are observing here. So from this the line is just constant, so there is no decrease in infiltration rate or increase in the infiltration rate. So we can just draw this line, straight line, and we can mention that this is I want the straight line. So this is fc. So this particular point is fc, so I will mention here fc. So basically, and we will write ft at top so that there won't be any confusion. ft and fc. So the down, this one is fc and above one is ft. So for any time whatever the infiltration rate is there, that is nothing but the ft, and this one is fc. Okay, so Halton has developed a curve. The name of the scientist who has developed this particular equation, so his name is Halton. So it's okay. So we are going to discuss about the Halton's equation. What is that equation? I will just enlarge the size so that okay. So this is a curve, and from this curve actually we'll have the more clear idea. uh, yes, so Halton has developed an equation. I'll change the color so that we'll have a more clear visibility. So that equation is what you just told me. Ft is equal to fc plus f naught. So we'll write into bracket f naught minus fc into e raised to minus kt. So here we know that ft is the infiltration rate at any particular time t. Fc is the constant infiltration rate, F naught is the initial infiltration rate, whereas K is the constant. Okay, this constant is depend on what kind of vegetation is there in that particular area and what kind of soil is there. So depending upon these things, K depends basically. So if we know these conditions, then we can find out the value of K, and then we can find out the infiltration rate. So we'll solve this particular equation. Okay, so once we solve it, yes, F naught is the initial infiltration rate. Okay, so F naught is the initial infiltration rate and Fc is the final infiltration rate or constant infiltration rate. T is the infiltration, Ft is the infiltration rate at time t. Okay, so we can solve this particular equation. This equation is called as Horton's equation. So we'll take a log from both the sides. So by taking the log on both the sides, the same equation I will write here. I'll select the pencil. So log to the base 10, if we take a log from both the sides, the same equation I can write here. Log to the base 10 Ft is equal to log to the base 10 Fc plus log to the base 10, and the same F naught minus Fc into e raised to minus kt. Okay, we can write with the, we can just take Fc at left side and we'll solve this particular equation. Log to the base 10 Ft is equal to log to the base 10 Fc plus what should I write here, or we can write here as it is the next step, even we can do. So log to the base 10 log, actually here there should be the square so that there won't be the confusion. And now we will take log to the base 10. We can write F naught minus Fc, Fc, this is Fc, and this e raised to minus kt. How can I write? So I can mention minus kt, and this would be log e to the base 10. Okay, so we have taken log 10 of this particular F naught minus Fc, and for e raised to minus kt. So we have got this particular equation. What we can do is we can take this log to the base 10 Fc towards left side, and finally we'll get log to the base 10. We can mention like Ft minus Fc is equal to same log to the base 10 F naught minus Fc minus kt log to the base e, log to the base 10 e. Then we will solve again. Like you can observe here, basically when we when we are supposed to find out for t, suppose t is equal to, so how can I get this t, for which what I can do is I can take this term again to the left side and I will write the same equation. We are going very step by step. You can also solve in your notebook and can tell me the final also. So log to the base 10 Ft minus Fc is equal to, so minus log to the base 10, this particular term we are going to take this side, so we'll get F naught minus Fc is equal to minus kt log to the base 10e. Then what would be there in the next step? So t is equal to, I can write directly, so t is equal to minus 1 by k log to the base 10e. We have taken this entire term, this particular term. So we are keeping the t only at right side. So t we have written. We have taken this entire term here, and now we can write into the bracket this entire term. So I will write as it is. So log to the base 10. Sorry, log to the base 10, and the same equation, same content I will write as it is. If not minus. Which one? Which one? Which one? Okay, log of, yeah, we can write in that way. Okay, let me finish why I am writing in this way. So because it has a relation with the straight line, whatever the infiltration capacity curve I have drawn, so it has a relation with that. Yeah, so log to the base 10 if not minus fc. So if we just multiply this particular value inside this particular square, then what would be the final answer? T is equal to, what should I write? T is equal to, T is equal to this minus 1 by k log to the base 10 e. We can write as it is. So minus 1 k log to the base 10 e into log 10 ft minus fc. Okay, plus again y plus this minus, and again this minus minus, so plus is there. So I will write 1 by k log to the base 10 e and log 10, and the same term f naught minus fc, f naught minus fc. Okay, so this is actually final equation, so which we have got for the t. What is the relation? Why I have written in this way? Because if you observe the curve, so the curve, suppose it is what it shows basically, that I will tell you. So from this equation, because whatever the equation is written over here, this is the equation of the straight line. Okay, and you know the actual equation of the straight line. What is the actual equation of the straight line? That y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, so I will just select the pencil. y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, so mx plus c, that this particular equation we can compare with the same equation, because this is also equation of the straight line. Okay, so from which we can compare the parameters of this equation to this straight line equation, y is equal to mx plus c. Actually what I will do, I will just stop this session and I will add another session again. Okay, so we know that up to here actually we have discussed that we can compare the equation of the straight line with the y is equal to mx plus c with this particular equation, which is the equation of the straight line. So what can be the parameters if we compare both the equations together? What should I write? So we can get y is equal to t, we can get m is equal to, what should I write? M is equal to minus 1 by k to k log 10 log e to the base 10. Okay, and what is x? This x is nothing but log to the base 10 ft minus fc. So I will just write x is equal to, this is third term, x is equal to log to the base 10 ft minus fc, c minus fc. Then the next is the most important thing, this c. When we compare this c, we get this particular value. Okay, so c is equal to, c is nothing but the constant, and what is that constant? 1 by k log e to the base 10 log 10 ft, sorry, ft minus, this is not the ft, this is f0 minus fc. Yes, so in bracket I will write here uh, f naught minus ft fc. Okay, actually, as this entire term is constant, whereas we got the variables here, because here infiltration rate at any time t, this is the final infiltration rate, whereas m is equal to minus 1 by k into log to the base 10e. Can you just tell me what is mean by this m? What m represents? So yeah, so for any equation, basically this m represents for this straight line equation, m represents slope of that particular equation. So it means that if you know the value of m, you will be able to find out the value of k. Okay, and if you know the value of k, it means that you will be able to solve the equation which is given over here. I will just go to the original equation, because the original equation is here. Ft is equal to this particular equation. Ft is equal to fc plus f naught minus fc into e raised to minus kt. Now in this case, if you know the value of slope, okay, you can find out the k, and if you know the k, and then you will be able to find out the ft. Ft means infiltration rate at any time t. And how you can find out, what is the application, why we have done this? Okay, the purpose of doing and solving this particular equation is basically when any kind of problem would be given to you. So what you will do first, because this k depends on vegetation and the soil type of that particular area, so the k will not be the same, suppose for Pune or suppose for any other Mumbai or any other region. Okay, even within Pune also, for a different plot, value of k will be different. So what we will do, for a particular plot, suppose we have taken the infiltration rate, or we have taken the infiltration readings by using infiltrometer. So how this will be, I am just telling you the application, so that you will be able, once you understand this, you will be able to solve different kinds of the problem. And this is most important thing I am telling you. So whatever the how the way we have solved the equation is not that much important. What is important, that I am telling you right now, because as from slope you will be able to find out the k. Okay, the k will be different for the different region or the different plots. Okay, and once you find, how can you find out the k even? So for that, you have taken the readings of the infiltration from starting from time t is equal to 0 up to the, suppose, time is equal to 1 hour or 2 hour or 3 hours. So what happens after 1 or 2 hours, you get the same reading for the fc. So fc is constant over here. Okay, and at the first time when you have taken the time, when time is equal to t is equal to 0, whatever the reading you have got, that is f naught. It means that you have a value of f naught, you also have the values of fc, and now when you plot the graph and compare with the y is equal to mx plus c and find out the slope, then you will be able to find out the value of k. So in this way you get the value of k, f naught and fc. And then what is the final step? Suppose you want the infiltration rate for 40 minutes. So simply put the value of t is equal to 40 minutes here. Okay, basically these values, whatever the t is there, and whatever the values are there, that is in hour. So you can convert in hour and put the value of t is equal to here. K you can find out from the slope. Fc is the final or the constant infiltration rate, and f naught is the initial infiltration rate, so that you will be able to find out the infiltration rate by using this equation for 40 minutes. So t is equal to 40. So in this way you can find out the infiltration rate at any time. Okay, so this is the application, because it may happen that you have got the infiltration rate values just after every 10 minutes, but if you want, suppose after 5 minutes, after 3 minutes, maybe at particular instant, so that instant we can say after 1 hour 20 minutes. So simply put the value of 1 hour 20 minutes, okay, here, and then t is equal to here, and then you will be able to find out the infiltration rate for that particular instant. Okay, so this is the importance of this particular equation called as Horton's equation. Basically, uh, after this we'll discuss about the what are the different effects of infiltration. So can you just tell me what can be the different effects of the infiltration? Like, you know, infiltration reduces the magnitude of the flood, because if rate is high, then definitely the probability or the possibility of the flood would be less, because it also delays the time of arrival of the water to the channel. So when rainfall occurs, so it delays the time of arrival of water to the any kind of channel or the stream. Okay, it also recharges the groundwater reservoir, and it reduces the soil erosion, because infiltration is more, then less runoff will be there. So if the less runoff will be there, then definitely less chances of soil erosion would be there. So this is the basically the effects of the infiltration. And infiltration capacity is basically maximum infiltration rate. So generally it is the value of f naught also we can say, because when rainfall occurs, or that time, basically at initially the f naught value is very high. Okay, and then it decreases after some time. So infiltration capacity is the maximum infiltration rate, and when we get the maximum infiltration rate, initially only when t is equal to t0. Okay, so this is all about the Horton's equation. So we will solve problems based on this particular Horton's equation or the infiltration rate in the next session. But